Tom Trento, the United West, here with an inside look at what's going on in the nation of Israel. Let's start in Jerusalem with our dear friend Arie Egozi, Editor-in-Chief of Israel's Homeland Security Home. Arie, welcome back. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It's good to be back with you. So much is going on here, so go ahead, shoot your questions.
Yeah, I want you to give an inside look to our listeners and viewers on the possible third intifada in Jerusalem. Then I want to travel north a little bit to that country called Syria and tell us what the Ruskies are doing up there in Syria. Let's start in Jerusalem. What's going on down there?
Jerusalem today was a little bit more quiet, but it's in my opinion, it's a third intifada, full-scale intifada. It just changes its profile. They are clever, the Palestinians. They use other methods, but Jews are being killed almost every day. And yesterday, the army and the police went into some of the villages who were the focus of the riots and made some arrests. They put their hands on the terrorists who killed the couple last week, and they found the M16 that they used. So the security service and the army is doing everything they can, but that may happen again because the incitement from the Palestinian Authority is almost on an hourly basis. You listen to the radio, to their television, they call their people to kill Jews. And when Muhammad Abbas tells that he is ready to cooperate with Israel, this is a double voice. On one hand, he says, "I'm ready to lower the flames," and on the other hand, at the same time, his radio, his television, is inciting and calling his people to kill more Israelis. This is amazing, amazing.
And this is the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank, Judea, Samaria area that the United States funds. It's insane. What about the Hamas? What role is the Hamas playing in this third intifada?
The Hamas are behind the scenes. They are very strong in Gaza, but in Gaza now they try not to do much. But in the West Bank, they are behind the scenes, and some of the actions that were against Israelis, against Jews in Eastern Jerusalem and in other places were made by Hamas cells that are very active in the West Bank. I think that Hamas is very happy when Israelis are being killed. Of course, in Gaza they have to keep their heads low because Israel is retaliating on every Qassam that is being launched into Israel. But in the West Bank, you know, Eastern Jerusalem and Jerusalem, it's so mixed. It's very hard to tell the Arab suburbs of Jerusalem. So it's not a clear line between the neighborhoods in Jerusalem, Eastern Jerusalem. So it's a big burden on the Israeli police force and security and the IDF. But today, for the first time, we see the flames a little lower than in recent days, and I hope that this will continue.
Okay, we hope the flame goes out with this intifada, this third intifada, as you referred to, a third uprising. And what's going on with the flames in Syria with Putin and Russia now? Basically, it looks like they're doing anything they want to do in Syria. What's going on?
Yeah, you know, experts say that ISIS is trying to create a new caliphate in the Middle East. Moscow is now creating a caliphate, a Russian caliphate in the Middle East. They are in Syria, they are in Iraq, they are in Lebanon, they are everywhere. And the thing is, they didn't even notify Washington before they started to bomb targets in Syria. They don't count Washington, the Americans, even a bit. Yesterday, there was an incident when a Russian Sukhoi aircraft entered the Turkish airspace, and the Turks scrambled to F-16 to intercept it. And just to tell you that Turkey is a member of NATO. And the NATO spokesperson said, he mumbled something about the inability, he explained some stupid explanation. So the Russians are doing in Syria, in Lebanon, and in Iraq, as if they are the only superpower, which is true, the only superpower in the world. They don't count, as we say, they don't count the Americans, and they are bringing more and more forces, more aircraft, more helicopters, combat helicopters into Syria, and actually they now control Syria. At this time in the air, the airspace is controlled by them. This week we expect a meeting between the deputy chief of staff of Russia and Israel. That is an outcome of the meeting between Netanyahu and Putin in Moscow. They are going to try and establish some kind of mechanism to avoid any confrontation between Israeli jets and Russian jets. But the Russians are controlling the airspace in the area, and the Americans are not there completely. They vanished completely.
All right, Arie, we only have about a minute left, and we're going to have to pick up on this analysis, and I think it's going to be going on for a while. But I've heard there's a theory that keeping Assad in power is actually good for the state of Israel. Does that make any sense?
I agree. Just to tell you, you were the Golan Heights, the border in the Golan Heights has been the quietest border in the world for the last 35 years. Nothing happened there. Of course, now with ISIS and Al Qaeda on the border, the best thing for Israel is that a central government will still control Syria, because without that, Syria will be in total chaos. It's now almost in total chaos. Now with the Russians, they try to organize things, but to be very precise, for us, the best situation is that Assad stays in power.
Okay, Arie Egozi, Israel's Homeland Security Home. Thank you for insightful analysis once again. Stay safe. We'll catch up with you next week, okay?
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Shalom.